On Wednesday, President Biden signed 9 executive orders in order to kick off his administration with a quick start. I will read to you one of the executive orders as follows. Executive Order on Protecting the Federal Workforce and Requiring Mask Wearing. By the authority vested in me as President by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, including Section 7902C of Title V United States Code, it is hereby ordered as follows. Section 1. Policy. It is the policy of my administration to halt the spread of coronavirus disease 2019, COVID-19, by relying on the best available data and science-based public health measures. Such measures include wearing masks when around others, physical distancing, and other related precautions recommended by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. Put simply, masks and other public health measures reduce the spread of the disease, particularly when communities make widespread use of such measures and thus save lives. Accordingly, to protect the federal workforce and individuals interacting with the federal workforce, and to ensure the continuity of government services and activities, on-duty or on-site federal employees, on-site federal contractors, and other individuals in federal buildings and on federal lands should all wear masks, maintain physical distance, and adhere to other public health measures as provided in CDC guidelines. Section 2. Immediate action regarding federal employees, contractors, buildings, and lands. A. The heads of executive departments and agencies shall immediately take down as appropriate and consistent with applicable law to require compliance with CDC guidelines with respect to wearing masks, maintaining physical distance, and other public health measures by on-duty or on-site federal employees, on-site federal contractors, and all persons in federal buildings or on federal lands. B. The Director of the Office of Management and Budget, OMB, the Director of the Office of Personnel Management, OPM, and the Administrator of General Services in coordination with the President's Management Council and the Coordinator of the COVID-19 Response and Counselor to the President, COVID-19 Response Coordinator, shall promptly issue guidance to assist heads of agencies with implementation of this section. C. Heads of agencies shall promptly consult as appropriate with state, local, tribal, and territorial government officials, federal employees, federal employee unions, federal contractors, and any other interested parties concerning the implementation of this section. D. Heads of agencies may make categorical or case-by-case exceptions in implementing subsection A of this section to the extent that doing so is necessary or required by law and consistent with the applicable law. If heads of agencies make such exceptions, they shall require appropriate alternative safeguards, such as additional physical distancing measures, additional testing, or reconfiguration of workspace consistent with applicable law. Heads of agencies shall document all exceptions in writing. E. Heads of agencies shall review their existing authorities and, to the extent permitted by law and subject to the availability of appropriations and resources, seek to provide masks to individuals in federal buildings when needed. F. The COVID-19 Response Coordinator shall coordinate the implementation of this section. Heads of the agencies listed in 31 U.S. Code 901B shall update the COVID-19 Response Coordinator on their progress in implementing this section, including any categorical exceptions established under subsection D of this section, within 7 days of the date of this order and regularly thereafter. Heads of agencies are encouraged to bring to the attention of the COVID-19 Response Coordinator any questions regarding the scope or implementation of this section. Section 3. Encouraging masking across America. A. The Secretary of Health and Human Services, HHS, including through the Director of CDC, shall engage as appropriate with state, local, tribal, and territorial officials, as well as business, union, academic, and other community leaders regarding mask wearing and other public health measures, with the goal of maximizing public compliance with and addressing any obstacles to mask wearing and other public health best practices identified by CDC. B. The COVID-19 Response Coordinator, in coordination with the Secretary of HHS, the Secretary of Homeland Security, and the heads of other relevant agencies, shall promptly identify and inform agencies of options to incentivize, support, and encourage widespread mask wearing consistent with CDC guidelines and applicable law. There are further sections of this executive order. However, this is the extent of the video that I will read right now. Further reading is in the description below.